So, you've been asked to pay with a check. You might be thinking, seriously? People still use those? They're not as common as they once were, but checks are still around, and in some situations they're required. Here's how to fill one out. If you don't already have checks, call your bank or visit its website to order a checkbook. Some banks give you a few starter checks when you open an account. When your checks arrive, look at the top left corner to verify your name and address. Make sure everything is correct. When you're ready to write a check, always use a pen. Blue or black ink works best and helps prevent anyone from altering what you write. If your checkbook has carbon copy receipt pages, make sure only one check is lined up over one receipt page so you don't mark the pages underneath. Place the check on a flat surface and follow these simple steps. Start in the top right corner, where you'll see a space for the date. Write today's date or the date you plan to hand over the check. Next, move to the Pay to the Order of line, usually across the top half of the check. This is where you write the name of the person or organization you're paying. Just to the right of that, you'll see a small box with a dollar sign. This is where you write the amount in numbers. Be sure to include a decimal and 2 digits for the cents, even if it's a whole number. Right below the payee line is a longer line where you write the amount again, but this time in words. After the dollar amount, draw a line through any extra space. Then finish with the cents written as a fraction, like 50 over 100. For whole dollar amounts, you'll write 00 over 100. Toward the bottom left, you'll find the memo line. This part is optional, but it's helpful to jot down a quick note about what the payment is for, especially if you're tracking expenses. On the bottom right, you'll see the signature line. Sign your name here. The check isn't valid until you do. Now, what about all those numbers printed on the top and bottom of the check? The small number in the top right corner is your check number. Every check in your checkbook has its own number, and they go in order. Along the bottom edge, you'll see 3 sets of numbers. Think of them as the letters RAC. First is the routing number on the far left, a 9-digit code that identifies your bank. Next is your account number, which links the check to your personal account. And the final set is the check number, matching the one at the top. So, what's on the back of the check? When you want to deposit or cash a check, you sign the back. This is called endorsing the check. There's a designated line or box for your signature. Without that signature, the bank won't cash it or accept it for deposit. Don't sign the back until you're ready to deposit or cash it. It helps prevent fraud if the check gets lost or stolen. Speaking of depositing checks, most banks also allow you to deposit a check using their mobile app or website. Again, be sure to sign the back, as checks must be endorsed even for mobile deposit. Your bank's app will usually tell you exactly what it needs, but in general, you'll be prompted to take clear photos of both the front and back of the check. Some checks have a specific box you can mark for mobile deposit only. Others require you to write for mobile deposit under your signature on the back. Finally, let's talk about voiding a check. Sometimes you'll need to provide a voided check when you're setting up things like direct deposit or automatic bill payments. You may also need to void a check if you make a mistake while writing one. To void a check safely, write the word void in big, bold letters across the entire front of the check, covering the payee line, the amount, and the signature area. This keeps the check from being used while still showing your bank information for the setup you need. And that's it. Now you know how to write, endorse, deposit, and even void a check.